Hi, my name is Jeremy Thomas. I'm here to persuade my audience of the importance of having Spanish as a requirement in both high school and college. Central right there. The Spanish speaker population in the United States is really big, and it will only get bigger in the next year. It is capital for the new generation to learn Spanish in order to succeed. My introduction. You will think that English is spoken by the biggest amount of population of the United States, but the fact is that right now 30% of the population of the United States has Spanish as their first language, but there are more languages besides Spanish and English, such as French, Italian, Urban, Chinese, and so many more. It is clear that knowing languages is capital for anyone who wants to work, especially in a multicultural country as the United States. The current percentages of people speaking Spanish in the state is 30%, which is going to increase a lot, mainly because of the immigration in the United States, such as California and New Mexico. Some of the latest studies, such as by USA Today, show that the Hispanic population in the United States of America is about to triple by 2050. The Hispanic population, currently being 14% of the total, is to increase to at least 30% by 2050. To deal with this increase of the Hispanic population and Spanish speakers people, I have several suggestions. First off, it is important to make Spanish mandatory in our education institutions. It is true that in a lot of high schools, for example in Fort Kent, Spanish is only an elective second language, and you can take it during two years. But in 2 years are not enough to learn, let alone master a language. In college, Spanish is also a higher demand class. And for example, at UMFK, Spanish 1 and 2 offered, but there is a problem, and it is the class. The classes are mostly offered online for some classes that can be okay, but in a language class where it is really important to listen and speak, it doesn't not work as well. Second of all, if we are taught by a non-native teacher, someone who does not master the language, we going to learn the language wrong. It is really hard to master a language if you are not native. How do you feel when you go to a foreign country and you don't understand the language? It is a bad feeling. You feel like you are lost. Now imagine feeling like that in the United States, because it will happen. The United States of America have always been a multicultural country, and they tend is going to stay that same way or even increase. From my point of view, there are several things you as parents or students could do. If you are a parent, take care of your child education. Make sure they actually care about their language classes that they want to learn instead of just passing the class. If you can have your kid having particularly lessons of a certain language, particularly Spanish, outside of the high school time. As a student, beware of the future and work to get a good good one, trying to learn as much as you can of Spanish. There are multiple ways to do this, both in the classroom and outside. For example, in the internet. My conclusion here: learning a new language is a good experience and an interesting activity. Thinking about it as a vehicle to meet new people, to travel the world, and to having new experience, to be open to other cultures. Now, this is the end of my speech, and I would like to thank you, sir.